Hey friends of the Blend, this week on Board Game Blender we're talking about monsters and ghosts and all that good stuff in board games. One of the most used themes in board games these days is the Cthulhu mythos. But it seems like everyone focuses on Cthulhu himself and he gets all the love. What about all the minions that come along with those games? You know, you've got your cultists and your maniacs and stuff like that, but really these are just humans that have been driven crazy by the power that is Cthulhu. What about the other minions? They're really way more terrifying than any human that just is trying to follow and wake up Cthulhu could possibly be. For instance, one is a Migo. And you can see he's got this guy here, he's taking his brain out, he's got these wings. Those wings actually let him fly through outer space, and they take people's brains out and stick them in what's called a brain cylinder, which I know is very, very creative and unique. But they stick them in this brain cylinder, and they can fly through outer space with those wings, which, by the way, don't work very well on Earth, and fly out to Pluto, where they've got an outpost where they, I guess, do scientific experiments and stuff. And then they can fly even farther out in outer space and go to their home planet, all that kind of stuff. But they have this alien code of morals. They're not amoral, but their code of morals is so alien that it seems like they are highly, highly malicious to humans because they don't think anything of doing all kinds of surgical or scientific experiments on humans. Or what about the Hound of Tindalos, which is this guy right here. Look at that. He's got that tongue right there. You can see that that tongue is actually, it's hollow, and he uses that, the same way a vampire might drink blood from a human, except he'll stick that tongue, into you and pull out all your bodily fluids. And nobody really knows what a Hound of Tindalos actually looks like because generally any witnesses are killed almost immediately. And these guys actually developed from what's called the angles of time, where apparently most human life and other life on Earth developed from the curves. So the angles of time is where they come from, which means that any room that's got a corner of 120 degrees or less, they can just appear out of that corner. And they travel through time to hunt down their victims as well. And if a human travels through time, they're basically asking for a hound to hunt them down. Out of all the Cthulhu games there are, my favorite is Mansions of Madness. Now, I will admit I have not played many of them, but Mansions of Madness I love because you actually take control of the bad guys themselves, these minions, and basically you are Cthulhu or what have you. One of the things in Mansions of Madness that you really got to think about is while you've got all these monsters, if the keeper plays optimally and uses all his powers that he's given in the game to the best of his ability, chances are he can probably crush the investigators easily every turn. Or every game, I should say. It's really going to be more about improving the play experience for everybody, keeping the game close, and having the best story develop from this game because it's such a story-enriched and story-intense game. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what your favorite Cthulhu game is. If I messed up any other small world rules during this video, please let me know in the comment section below as well. And look me up on my own channel. And until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.